Good morning, students. Welcome back to the revision lecture of the maths. That is the part 1. And today we are going to revise in detail the 5th chapter, that is the linear equation in two variables. So I hope that your notebook and textbook are with you, because this is a revision lecture and this particular topic, it is very important from your 10th standard point of view. So before going to the linear equation in two variables, because this particular topic or this particular concept, that is of linear equation, it has been introduced in your previous classes also. You must have done n number of example based on the linear equation. But students, did you find that what is the meaning of that linear equation? Now in 9th standard, you will be dealing with the two variables. Okay, variable, as if you know that alphabet or the letters, it is denoted or it is named as a variable. Okay, so before starting with the two variable, what you have learned in your previous classes, that is linear equation in one variable. So that we will revise it first, because once you are familiar or once you are done with the linear equation in one variable, it is easy for you to understand linear equation in two variables. Okay, that means small steps you have to take. You don't have to jump for the higher steps. Is it clear? So we'll see what you have learned in the previous class. If you will recall, in your 8th standard, you have done this, that is linear equation in one variable. Now here you can see on your screen, students, that just a minute. On your wait a minute, okay. Okay, now on your screen, you can see the example, that is 2x plus 3 equals to 0. And another example, that is y equals to minus 3. Now here in both the example, you can see the variable. You can see the variable, that is here variable is what, x, okay, and here the variable is y. So here this is first example and this is the second example. In both the example, you can see only one variable. Either it may be x or it may be y or any other variable apart from x and y. Here I have taken just an example. Okay, so in this equation, why I am saying equation, because students, in an expression, if you see the equal to sign, that means that particular expression becomes an equation. Means what? It has a left hand side and it has a right hand side. Okay, so in both this example, only one variable is there. Okay, and here you can see I have highlighted with the yellow color. Okay, that is the degree. Now this degree, what is the degree? What is the highest degree? You have done in the polynomial chapter. Okay, so here degree is not mentioned, only it is what, 2x plus 3. So for x, degree is not there, that means what, the degree is what, 1. Here also in the second example, y equals to minus 3. Degree is not there, means what, it is 1. So in variable, for a variable whose maximum or whose highest degree is 1, that is what it is called as what, a linear equation. Okay, linear equation means what, here only the highest degree is 1. And since it is in one variable, that is only one variable is used, so it is a linear equation in one variable. Okay, that is the meaning, that it is a linear equation in one variable. Now, one additional information I want to tell you, that linear, in this word linear, you can see the hidden word line. Okay, line. That means what? If you draw a graph, of this particular two equation, you will always get a straight line. You will always get a straight line. Okay, so that is the meaning of the linear equation. So here two equation as an example I have displayed, in which only one variable is used and the highest degree of that variable is 1, and hence it is called as what? Linear equation in one variable. Okay. Now we'll see the some examples, and that examples, students, you can see on your page number 80 in your textbook of Maths 1. Okay, so we'll see that some examples so that you can get an idea what type or how it can be solved if you have missed out. Okay, so here solve the following equation. It is there already in your page number 80 in your Maths 1 textbook. That's why I told you that be ready with the Maths 1 textbook and notebook. Okay, you can take the screenshot, later on you can complete in your book. Now here solve the following equation. Now few equations are given, and in each and every equation you can see, students, that only one variable is used. It is not necessary that it can be only x or it can be only y. You can use any variable, but here 5 examples you can see on your screen, and in each of these example only one variable is used. Okay, and if you will further observe it carefully, the highest degree in each example of this variable is maximum 1. Is what? Maximum 1. And hence all these examples, they are linear equation in one variable. Now how to solve? Because once you are get familiar with solving linear equation in one variable, it will be easier for you to solve the linear equation in two variables. Okay, because the same concept, the same method we are going to apply over there. So let us see the first example. M plus 3 equals to 5. Okay, m plus 3 equals to 5. So here you can see the variable m, the highest degree is 1. So it is a linear equation in one variable. Plus 3, when it will go to the other side of the equal to, it will become minus 3. So 5 minus 3, it will be how much? 2. So the value of m is what? 2. Okay. Now this value of m, if I will resubstitute in the original equation, that is, original equation is what? M plus 5 is equal. Original equation is what? M plus 3 equals to 5. Okay. So what value I have got it for the M2? So that value, if I'll substitute, 2 plus 3 equals to 5. Now, as I told you that this is an equation where it is left hand side and the right hand side. So on the left hand side, it is 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3 is how much? 5. Whereas on the left hand side, it is already there 5. So here 5 equals to 5. That means your left hand side and the right hand side, they are equal. Means what? This value of the m, that is 2, it satisfies the given equation. Okay, it what? Satisfies the given equation. So your duty not only to get the answer for the variable, but you have to check whatever the value you have got it for the variable, it should satisfy that equation. Okay, If it does not satisfy, that means that particular value is incorrect. Okay, if it satisfies, then your answer is correct. Okay, next example, 3y plus 8 equals to 22. Now 3y plus 8, again plus 8 will come this side, it will become minus 8. Okay, so 3y equals to 22 minus 8. So here you will get what? Y equals to 14 upon 3. Now here this also value, if you will substitute over here, you will get the answer as 22 itself. Okay, then third one, x upon 3 equals to 2. Okay, now here this was the addition. Now here this you can see that x upon 3. Now 3 here on the left hand side it is divided. When it will go to the other end of the equal to sign, it will become multiplied. So x is equal to what? 2 into 3, which is equal to 6. Now this I'll show you the substitution. That is 6 upon 3 equals to 2. 3 ones are 3 twos are. See here, 2 equals to 2. Okay, so one thing remember in linear equation, that if it is plus, then it will go, when it goes to the other side it will become minus, and vice versa. Whereas if it is divide, when it goes to the other side it will become multiplied, and vice versa. Okay, so this thing you should remember. Next one, 2p is equal to p plus 4 upon 9. Now here 2p equals to p plus 4 upon 9. Now this plus p, if I'll bring it over here, it will become minus p. So 2p minus p, it will be p equal to 4 upon 9. Okay, it will be what? 4 upon 9. That is the value for the variable p. Now the fifth one, which number should be added to 5 to obtain 14? That means which number, we don't know that number, that which number it should be added to the 5 so that I can get the answer as 14. So x plus 5 equals to 14. So plus 5, when it will go that side, it will become minus, that is 14 minus 5, which is equal to 9. Now all this, it is a recapitulation what you have studied in your previous class. Okay, and this type of question, it can be for the activity or for one or the 1 mark. Okay, so this was the questions which is there in your textbook. Let us move forward. The sixth one, which is also there, which number should be subtracted? Now here we have seen one question, which number should be added. That means we don't know that number. So x plus 5 equals to 14. This is also an equation. Now here which number should be subtracted from 8? Okay, so 8 minus x is equal to obtain what? 2. Okay, 8 minus x is equal to 2. So it will be plus 8, when it will go that side, it will be minus 8. So minus x is equal to 2 minus 8, it will be minus 6. Minus minus will get cancelled, and what remains is what? 6. Okay. So in all these 6 examples, you can see the degree of each and every variable over here is 1. Is what? 1. Okay, and hence all these equations, they are called as what? Linear equations. What they are called? They are called as what? Linear equation. And since only one variable is used, so it is a linear equation in one variable. Now after this, I think that students, you will not have any doubt regarding how to solve the equation in one variable. Okay, let's move further. Now comes our actual topic, that is linear equation in two variables. Okay, so now we will just start with our actual topic. Now, to explain this concept, that is a linear equation in two variables, here I have taken one example. Okay, so now let us see how we can proceed with this example. Meera and Shaurya together planted 40 saplings. Okay, Meera and Shaurya together planted 40 saplings. Now this is actually a statement. This is actually a statement, and statement you need to convert into the equation. Now this particular we are going to study in detail when we will go for the word problems for the linear equation. Okay, there itself we will go in detail, but just to introduce this I have taken a short example so that you will be clear that why we are using two variable and how we are using this variable to form the equation. So here Meera and Shaurya, now two persons are there. Okay, so whenever the linear equation in two variable, in that two quantity, two things will be given. Okay, so here also two persons are given, that is a Meera and Shaurya. Now these two persons, they together planted 40 saplings. Okay, together they both together planted what? How many? 40 saplings. So what we will do, we will write this statement in the equation form. Now how we can write this in the mathematical form? Let us see. Okay. Now what is the condition that given? That together they planted 40 saplings. Now two things are there, that is Meera and Shaurya. Okay. So if I take that Meera planted X saplings, we don't know how much she had planted, whereas how much Shaurya had planted. Okay. So Meera, suppose that Meera planted X saplings, whereas Shaurya planted Y saplings. Now together they planted how many? 40. So together means it is obvious that it will be plus. So it will be what? X plus Y equals to 40. Okay, X plus Y equals to 40. Now here two quantities we have taken, two persons we have taken, two quantities, 2%, two things will be taken together in order to form a linear equation in two variables. Now here I have used X and Y as a variable. You can use any other alphabet. No problem. It is not necessary that only X and Y should be used. Okay. Now here you can see that X plus Y equals to 40. Here two equations are there, two variables are there, that is variable X and variable Y. And the highest degree of this two variable is what? 1. Okay. And hence this particular equation, it can be called as what? Linear equation in two variable. Why it is linear? Because the highest degree is 1. And here two variables are used. So it is a linear equation in two variables. Okay. I think that example is clear. Let us take another example. Bablu scored 2 times more than Raju in mathematics. Now, as I told you that we will be going in detail when we are moving for the word problems. Okay. Here Bablu scored 2 times more than, because all these concepts rules that 2 times, more than, increase, together, decrease, all these words, it has a specific mathematical notation. And this notation, mathematical notation, you should know because they are useful for framing the linear equation. Okay, for framing the linear equation. So Bablu's marks in maths is means what? Equal to in maths. Of means what? It will be multiplied in maths. Okay, so Bablu's marks in maths is 2 times. 2 times means what? Twice then Raju's marks. Okay, so if I take the Bablu's marks in maths as M, whereas for the Raju, if I'll take it as N, so equation it will be Bablu's marks in maths, that is M, is is means what, equal to 2 times means what, 2 into Raju's marks we have taken at was n, that is a 2n. Okay, so m equal to 2n. Now since we have to frame it in the linear equation in two variable, so if I'll bring it over here, it will be m minus 2n equals to 0. Okay, m minus 2n equals to what, 0. Now this is the second example. Now in this, both the example, if you will again compare, that is x plus y equals to 40 and m minus 2n equals to 0. Here two variables are used and the power or the highest degree is 1, and hence this two example, it can be called as linear equation in two variables. Okay, so this is how I have try to introduce the linear equation in two variables. Okay, now apart from this linear equation, now you are familiar with the linear equation in two variable, how it can be written, and you can use any variable, but it should be that one thing is that the highest degree should be 1. If the degree is 2, then that particular equation, it will not called as a linear equation. Okay, so remember students that in linear equation, two things are very, very important, that the highest degree should be 1 and there should be two variables. If these two conditions they are satisfied, then any expression, any equation, it can be called as what, linear equation in two variables. Okay, so this is what our chapter starts with. Now, what is the general form? General form, because there may be n number of equation, okay, n number of equation, they may not be in order. They may not be in order. So to solve that linear equation, we should first understand what is the general form. Okay, what is the general form? So your general form is what, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Okay, now this is the general form. In other subject, how you studied the definition, or in science when you study any law. Okay, so in that, define the following or state the law. So that particular question answer you write as it is given in the textbook. Okay, means that particular frame is there. So here also for linear equation, one particular frame is there, that is the general form or the standard form. So any equation, first you have to compare with that general form or standard form. If it is match or if it is in the same format, then only you can solve that equation. Okay, so what is the general form? That is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Okay, now here in this general form, a, b, c are real numbers. A, B, C are real numbers. Real numbers means it can be a positive or it can be a negative. Even it can be a fraction. Even it can be a fraction, because real number means what? Rational number, irrational number, all the numbers, they come under the real number itself. Whole number, natural number, everything. Okay. So the value of A, value of B and value of C, they are all what? Real numbers. A and B are not both 0. That means the value for the A and value for the B, they should not be 0. I will explain why it should not be a 0. Then x and y, they are the variable. Okay, x and y, they are the variable, and this this particular general form, two variables are there, that is the x and y. A and B are the coefficient and C is the constant term. Now, why A and B are not 0? Because here if it is, the general form is what? Ax plus by plus c equals to 0. Okay, where c is a constant. Constant means what? Here only the number will be there, not along with the variable. A and b are the coefficient. You can take the any coefficient, that is any real number. X and y, they are the variable. Now if the value of a is 0, okay, that is 0 multiplied by x plus by plus c is equal to 0. Okay, now 0 multiplied by x means what? This goes because 0 multiplied by any variable or any number, it's a 0. So what at last? By plus c is equal to 0. So by plus c is equal to 0, and in this equation you can see only one variable. Variable. So this particular equation we cannot call this called as linear equation in two variables. So that's why the value for the a and b, they should not be 0. That is, a and b should be equal to 0. Okay, and c is the constant term which is there at the last, and that I have marked with the green over here. Only the constant term. With the constant, you cannot see any variable along with it. Okay, so general form, when it is asked for the general form, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, where a and b, they are not equal to 0. A, b, c belongs to the real number. Okay, so this is the general form. Now, along with the general form, here I have taken one example below itself so that you can correlate with the general form. Okay. Now here x is equal to 4. X is equal to 4 means what? 4, if I'll bring it over here, it will be x minus 4 equals to 0. Okay. Now this minus 4, as I told you that constant, along with the constant, you will not see any kind of variable. So this 4 is a constant, that is the value for the c. Okay, that is the value for the c. What is the first variable? That is x, and since here y is not there, okay, y is not there, that means the second variable is missing. Second variable is missing. So if this x minus 4, if I'll write it in the standard form or in the general form, how it will be? It will be x plus 0y minus 4 equals to 0. Okay, and here you can see that the value for the b is what? 0. And in our general form, the value for a and b, it should not be equal to 0. So this x is equal to 4. You cannot say that it is a linear equation in two variables. Okay, you cannot say that it is a linear equation in two variables. It is a linear equation but in one variable. Okay, so that is the difference between in one variable and the two variable. Now here some examples are there just for your explanation. I'll explain over it. Find two numbers whose sum is 14. Now sum means what? Sum means what? Addition. Okay. So using x and y for the two numbers, we can form the equation that x plus y equals to 14. Okay. X plus y equals to what? 14. So this is an equation in two variable. Because why two variable? Because two numbers. Okay, find two numbers whose sum is 14. So two numbers we don't know, so that's why it is x and y. Sum means what? Addition. Okay, equals to what? 14. So we can find values of x and y satisfying the condition. In the previous example, I told you that whatever the value for the variable you are getting, it should satisfy that given equation. Okay. So here, if I'll take n number of values, that is suppose 9 plus 5 equals to 14, then 7 plus 7 equals to 14, 8 plus 6 equals to 14. That means n number, infinite values you can get for this particular question, where the sum of the two numbers is 14. Okay, where sum of the two numbers is what? 14. So this particular solutions, okay, because this particular equation has many solutions, like x is equal to 9, y is equal to 5, same way x is equal to 7, y is equal to 7, x is equal to 8, x is equal to 6, means each and every one you can write different values for x and y. Okay, you can write down what different values for x and y. Just a minute, okay. Hello. Hello, Sneha ma'am. Hello. Sneha ma'am, are you there? Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. Actually, my screen has stopped.
Okay.
Uh,
So are you leaving and again joining the meeting?
yes, yes. You can just you remove me again. I will join it.
Okay, okay, teacher. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, yes, teacher. 1 minute.